So before we get into our Yoga Nidra nest, things to have handy. You want to be cozy and you want as many cushions as you can possibly find an excuse to use. So a cushion under the knees if you're lying down is lovely. Maybe something thin to put your head on. You can lie on your side, you don't have to lie on your back. You can even sit up against a wall. And if you're uncomfortable closing your eyes, you can keep your eyes open, that's completely fine. If you are closing your eyes, really nice to lay something across your eyes as well. And usually more comfortable if it's light, so like a silk scarf or a t-shirt or something. Some people like those seeds and, you know, lavender bags across their eyes, but I find them a bit heavy. Up to you. So just be sure you've got everything around. Be sure you've drunk enough water. Everyone, have a glass of water before we begin, or a sip of water, sip of something before we begin. And then we'll start by just sitting. And either dropping the eyes, so you're looking down at the floor, or dropping the eyelids completely, so you are sitting upright with your eyes closed. And just breathing gently in and out through your nose. Becoming aware of your breath. Maybe you can hear the sound of your breath. Maybe you can notice other sounds around you. There might be sounds within your household, or out on the street, or in the garden. And then bringing your sense of hearing back in closer again. Noticing the sound of your body. Imagining a golden sphere of light all around you and inviting all distraction to wait on the outside of that golden sphere of light. And within the golden sphere of light is just the energy of Yoga Nidra, deep and profound rest. And that comes with its own protection, its own security. And slowly start to circle your head in a way that feels good for your neck. And being aware of how the breath and the movement of the body work together. And then changing direction. Making your way back to center, circling your shoulders. Moving in a way that feels good. You can slow it right down. It's 30 minutes of relaxation after all. You might want to bring elbows and arms into those circles if that feels good for you. And then placing your hands on your knees and slowly circling your heart. Then changing direction. So the Yoga Nidra that we're doing tonight is the most classical, timeless Yoga Nidra of them all. There's nothing new or fancy about any of it. So you can rest in the safety of knowing that this has been practiced like this for thousands of years by millions of people. It's an old, old practice. And it stood the test of time because it is such a source of medicine to your body. So now coming to lie down, if you're choosing to lie down. You can lie on a bed, or you can lie on the floor, you can lie on a sofa. You're welcome to switch your video off or turn the computer away. You're only going to need my voice. And you can, of course, choose to sit if that feels more comfortable. And it's sometimes a little surprising, actually, how long it takes to settle down. So don't worry, you have all the time. And we're going to be placing points of awareness around the body, and where we place our awareness, we're going to visualize the moonlight shining. So getting comfortable in your Yoga Nidra nest. A place of stillness where the body doesn't need to move. The only movement you can feel, in fact, is the inhale and the exhale. There's no Yoga Nidra police around, so if you need to move, of course you can. Invite your body to be still. Invite your breath to be slow. And invite your mind to still, just like your body, by repeating silently to yourself the mantra, I am practicing Yoga Nidra. I am practicing Yoga Nidra. I am practicing Yoga Nidra. And allow your body to relax even more with each exhale. Feel your body resting on the earth. Notice your body being breathed. And feel the weight of you on the earth. Perhaps a sense of lightness on the inhale and of weightiness on the exhale. Feel the earth beneath you. Notice its strength, solidity, unconditional support. The earth can hold the full weight of you and all that you are carrying. Starting to count the breath backwards from 20 to 0. Each exhale, allowing yourself to go deeper into relaxation. And don't worry if you lose the count, just go back to 20. You don't have to arrive at 0. And then releasing the count, drawing your breath down into your heart. So breathing into your heart space, and as you exhale, allowing that to be the energy of your heart radiating outwards in all directions. Inhaling to your heart space, exhaling outwards in all directions. Inviting an intention from your heart. And your heart may talk to you in many different ways. It's not always a verbal communication, more likely a feeling or an image or a sensation. Sometimes the heart talks to us in a knowing, and it might not be apparent as we practice now, but we trust the intelligence of our bodies to bring that intention to our awareness in perfect time. Body dissolving down into the ground with every exhale. And then starting to bring awareness to the body with the breath. Beginning by placing the light of the moon at the space of the third eye, right between the eyebrows. Perhaps it becomes a pool of moonlight, the space of the third eye. Taking your awareness down to the pit of your throat. Another pool of moonlight at the base of your throat. Moonlight at the right shoulder. Right elbow. Right wrist. Moonlight filling the palm of your right hand. Tip of thumb. Index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. Moonlight in the palm of your hand, the wrist, elbow and shoulder, the whole of your right arm and hand. Returning to the pit of your throat, a reservoir of moonlight. Left shoulder. left elbow joint, left wrist joint, palm of left hand, tip of thumb, tip of index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. Returning to the left palm, wrist, elbow, and shoulder. The whole of the left arm and hand. Bathing in cool moonlight. Pit of throat. Center of heart. Sternum, navel, and pelvis. Cool moon light. Right hip joint. Right knee joint, right ankle joint, the sole of your right foot basking in moonlight, tip of big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, sole of foot, ankle, knee, hip joint, moonlight filling the whole of the right leg and foot. Center of pelvis. Left hip joint. Left knee joint. Left ankle joint. The sole of the left foot. Big toe. Second toe. Third toe. fourth toe, little toe, sole of foot, ankle, knee, hip, the whole of the left leg and the left foot, bathing in moonlight. Returning to the center of the pelvis, placing a tiny moon deep within the center of the pelvis. Placing a tiny moon deep within the navel, beneath the belly button. A tiny moon at the sternum, where the ribs meet. A tiny moon within your heart space. A moon at the base of your throat. And a moon at the space of the third eye. See a constellation of stars and moons within your body. See a constellation all the way down the right hand side and all the way down the left hand side. Sense a galaxy of stars above your body. And sense a galaxy of stars beneath your body. Feel your whole body floating in a sea of starlight. Your body filled with this light. Let your awareness rest at your heart. Sense that your heart is filled with a sea of stars. Inviting once again the intention of your heart to rise to your awareness. And resting in cosmic awareness. Silently repeating to yourself, I have been practicing Yoga Nidra. I have been practicing Yoga Nidra. I have been practicing Yoga Nidra. Remembering that you have a body and feeling it as you press it down into the ground, into the floor or whatever surface it is that you're sitting or lying on. Notice how it feels to make contact with your foundation. And allow a gentle smile. It actually starts deep within the belly. And it might not even move your lips, but it's a smile nonetheless. You can feel it in your eyes. You can feel it in your heart, in your tummy. As you call to mind some things that you're grateful for in this moment. It doesn't matter if you've been grateful for them 1,000,000 times. Let yourself be grateful again now. Feeling grateful stokes the fires of your heart. And offering the bliss, the rewards of the practice, your personal practice, to all sentient beings. Knowing that as we practice as an individual, we affect the collective. Not only because we begin to behave and respond in a way more highly attuned to love, but because of the unquestionable connection between us all. Gently bring the tips of your thumbs to the tips of each of your fingers. Hear the sound of your breath as it deepens a little. Invite the protection of Yoga Nidra to stay with you into the night and the days ahead. And then stretching out the arms and the legs in a way that feels good. When you're ready, you can roll onto your side. And very slowly, very gently, with your own time scale, make your way back up to sitting. We close the practice with the word Namaste. The love inside of me sees the love inside of you. Namaste.